In today's session, we will be continuing the discussion on the conversion. Okay. In the previous session, we have seen how if a block diagram is given to you, how to convert it into a signal flow graph. And actually, we left out this particular concept, that is the vice versa conversion. If the signal flow graph is given to you, how can you convert that into a block diagram? Okay, even the otherwise conversion is also important. So let us see how it is converted. In today's session we will cover this, and we will be starting with the problems on the block diagram reduction techniques to find the transfer function, and the signal flow graph problems also. Okay, so this week we will be completely focusing on the problems on block diagrams and SFG. So just like the case how we converted block diagram into signal flow graph, we followed certain steps. So just the same way, here also I have listed few points which will make you easy to follow this and draw the conversions. Okay, so the first step is write all the equations for each node in terms of incoming signals. So in order to convert the signal flow graph into block diagram, in the given signal flow graph, you have to identify how many nodes are there, and for each node you have to write the equations for incoming signals only. Okay, incoming signals, you know how they look. Let me just show you quickly. You can see for x3 node, the incoming signals are x1 and x2. So only for incoming signals you have to write the equations. Okay, not the outgoing. You can see for x3, x3 is the outgoing signal, then it is reaching x4. I should not consider this. I have to only consider the x1 and x2. So remember, the first step in conversion is you have to write the equations for each node in terms of incoming signals only. Okay, now the second step, convert the whatever the equations which we have written, convert these above equations into a block diagram separately. Try to remember, if the equations are given to you, how you used to draw the signal flow graph in the pair of for a pair of equations, or pair, or say some four equations are given to you, then for each equation you draw the signal flow graph, and finally you interconnect all. This was the procedure which we have already seen in the previous sessions. Some 4 to 5 equations will be given to you. You will draw signal flow graph for each equation. Lastly, you will combine all. So similarly, first step is finding the equations from the given block diagram. From the given signal flow graph. Then second step, for each equation, we have to draw not the SFG. We have to draw the block diagram. For each equation, one block. And you have to remember here, use summing point for the summation of signals. When we take an example, you'll understand this, because in the SFG, when you come across the equations will be in the form of sum, right? Because the SFG is applicable for linear systems. So hum superposition apply hota hai yahan pe, the law of superposition. So if the equation is in terms of sum, so wherever the summation comes, you have to use a summing point, because we are drawing a block diagram here. So block diagrams, so one of the important component is a summing point. It will be having some input lines, output lines, feedback, and summing point. Hence, if you come across equations which are actually sum of some terms, you have to use a summing point there. And if you have the gain value, something like this, if a branch is there in between two nodes, say x2 and x3, and this is your G, wherever you come across these gain or transmittance terms, you have to use a block and write that value inside the block. Okay, because we are doing the reverse conversion. Earlier, what we did, wherever blocks were there, we converted to a branch, and we have put this gain value just above this branch. Now the vice versa. if a branch is there in the given signal flow graph and some gain is given to you, you have to take one block and inside that block put this gain value. Okay, second step. Then finally the third step, because in the second step we are drawing the signal flow graph, sorry, block diagrams for each equation. First step में हमने equations लिखे हैं, जितने equations होंगे उतने block diagrams हमको draw करना है in the second step. And finally the third step is combining all those separate block diagrams. So these are the three steps we follow. You take one example, a simple example is given here. It's not too big, very simple signal flow graph given to you. Just check out how many nodes are there here. You have x1, sorry, x, it is the input node, and y is the output node. If you see in between, you have x1 and x2 nodes. So totally 4 nodes are there. Sorry, here I forgot. Say it is 1. Okay, the nothing is given means the value is 1. And for this first branch, the gain value is G1. For second branch, the gain value is G2. There is a feedback loop also, and here a negative sign is there indicating you have a negative feedback. So what is the first step? We have to write the equation for each node. Okay, how the equation should be? It should be in terms of the summing. See the equations for each node in terms of incoming signals. Okay, incoming signals only. So if I start, actually 4 nodes are available, from which if I start with x1, is there any signal coming into x1? You don't have any signal. Observe, from x1 the signal is outgoing, but x1 के लिए कोई भी incoming signal नहीं है. So I cannot write the equation for x. So I have to start with x1. So you can see the first equation which I have written, it is for x1. Let's see how we can write the equation. Let me show you here. Now for equation for x1, how many incoming signals are there? You have one signal coming from x. See, from x the one value is coming, and one more is coming from x2. So 2 incoming signals are there. So take x into G1. This is one signal, x into G1 plus, ideally it should be a linear superposition plus. It is what? X into G1 plus, what is the second term? What is the second incoming signal? From x2 with the gain value minus h1, it is coming to x1. So x2 node value into the gain value minus h1. Okay, so when you take this bracket out, negative sign will come here. So this is your equation, first equation for x1. I have not written any equation for x because I don't find any incoming signals to x1. There is no signal coming and joining at x. That's why no equation for x. So I have written equation for x1. Then coming to x2. How many signals are there? How many signals are coming towards x2? See, there is one signal here. There is only one. Okay, sorry, I forgot here. Assume it as this is the direction, forward path. So there is only one signal coming from x1 to x2, right? No other. This is a reverse path. So only one signal, that too from x1, and gain value is G2. So x1 into G2. x2 is equal to x1 into G2. This is your second equation. Coming to y. Check at the node y, any incoming signal is there. Any signal is coming into the node y. Yes, you have one more, one signal from x2, it is coming to y. Okay, the direction is in this way, and you don't have any gain term, means consider it as 1. So how you write the equation? Y is equal to, output node is equal to x2 into 1. Y is equal to x2 into 1. So this is the first step. We have drawn, we have written the equation, set of equations from the given signal flow graph. Now what is the second step? For each of these equations, I have to draw the block diagrams separately. So we have 3 equations, so 3 block diagrams will come. Step 2, first equation is this. What is the output? Output is x1. Left hand side is your output. So that's why extreme right hand side पे आपका x1 आएगा. From where it is coming? This is one term and this is one more term. So take the first term g1 into x. From x you have g1. What is g1? It is the gain value. So whenever gain or transmittance comes, you have to use one block, right? And put this g1 value inside the block. So g into x1, the first term, it will come and gets added. Actually subtraction hai, but I have to use a summing point here. It is added with one more value. What is one more value? h1 into x2. So from x2, I don't know from where it is coming. So somewhere here I have taken. You can take from this end also. From x2, and you have one gain parameter h1. So take one block and put h1 inside the block. Connect it to this summing point. But here in the equation, observe you don't have plus. This equation is nothing but, how you can write this? Rearrange the equation. G1x plus minus h1 into x2. Okay, it is something like this. That's why as it is plus here, I'm using a summing point here, and you have a negative feedback. That's why it is indicated by minus sign here. So this is the two terms. First term is here, second term is here. So both are added, and the added answer is your x1. Fine. So this is for the first equation. Let me repeat it one more time. It is very simple. As your given equation has RHS side x1, so output is x1. From where it is coming? x1 के लिए output कहाँ से आ रहा है? You have two combinations here. One is this signal x into g1. So from x point, x is one signal variable, and you have g1 gain. So take a block, put inside g1. As there is a summation in between two, add one, use one summing point. And what is the one more term? x2 into h1. So from somewhere, from x2 signal variable, take one gain parameter, put a block and put inside h1. And both are to be added. But as h has got a negative sign, it means it is a negative feedback. So plus minus, this is your output x1. Okay, this is first equation. Similarly, how will you draw the second equation? A second equation says from x2, sorry, not from x2. x2 is the output. Okay, somewhere here x2 will come. From where it is coming? This is the signal x1 multiplied by g2. So from x1 point, you have to take one block, and a block will be having g2. Okay, and from this it has to be connected to x2. From x1 multiplied by a gain value, the output is x2. This is your second equation block diagram. What about the third? Y is equal to x2. तो y राइट हैंड साइड में जो टर्म है वेरिएबल है वो आपका आउटपुट है, RHS साइड में मतलब एक्सट्रीम राइट साइड, the LHS value is your output. So here you draw it at the rightmost. And from where the signal is coming? From x2, you don't have any gain value, means it is 1. So x2, ideally I should use like this, right? 1, but no need to use this. Even if you use a single line, no need to put a block and write gain value here, because anyway it is 1. So even if you directly connect a line, it indicates it is having unity gain. You have even seen in your amplifiers. So unity gain amplifier, op-amps you have studied. So if you use a single line without any block, it indicates this particular device will be having a unity gain. That's why I have something written like this. No need to mention also. Now, what is the final step? So this is your second step. I have drawn for each equation one block diagram. Now the third step is I have to combine all. Okay. So according to your given signal flow graph, x should be at the leftmost, y should be at the rightmost. So here also finally you take x at the leftmost, y at the rightmost. Now first I will draw this particular block from x, because I have to combine all three. From x, you have a block G1, you have an adder, that is summing point, and x1. So I will use this as it is. You have a summing point and you have x1. Okay, this part is over. Now if you see, the second equation starts from x1. So just continue. यहाँ तक तो हमने draw किया है. From x1 continue. From x1 you continue the second equation. You have just this x1 and x1, both you have to join. You have a block G2 and you will get x2, right? Now what is the third equation? From x2 I have to connect. So from this I will continue. ये जो output है और ये जो input है, okay, दोनों same है. तो just वहां से आप continue करो and simply consider, so just a single line is enough. This is your work. Something is left out here. This particular thing I have not drawn. So what it is from x2 to a summing point. From x2 point, use a feedback to the summing point. So this is how I'll combine all these three block diagrams and draw a complete block diagram. First what I did, till this I have drawn as it is. You can see in the final. So from x to x1 as it is I have drawn. From x to x1 up to x1. This structure is the same. After that, observe this x1 and this x1. एक ब्लॉक का जो आउटपुट है दूसरे ब्लॉक का इनपुट है, तो आप यहाँ से कंटिन्यू कर सकते हो. तो the same line I'll continue and draw this. So I have drawn this. And ये जो आउटपुट है इसका इनपुट है. So I will continue the same line and draw y. Okay. Now only this feedback is left out. ये feedback कहाँ से कहाँ जा रहा है? जो first equation में जो summing point था, this one, ये summing point को कहाँ से join करना है? x2 से. तो x2 यहाँ पे है. From x2 connect a feedback to the summing point. And don't forget to put a sign, because I have not done that. Here there is a negative sign. You have to indicate. There has to be a negative sign here. So this is how you convert a given signal flow graph into a block diagram. It is very simple example which I have taken. So whenever in the further topics, further problems which we will be dealing, if we come across certain conversions like this, we will be looking into a more complex kind of a problem. Okay, so just for your understanding, I have taken this one simple example. Now let us move to the problems on block diagram reduction. So for the block diagram reduction, you should be using that algebra, block diagram reduction rules, which the slide I have already shared in your groups. Twice I have shared, even in the last evening also I have sent it, just for recalling. Please be prepared for that. So the same things we will be using. We will be referring those rules to reduce the block diagrams. This is the first problem which we have already covered in the previous session. Just for your reference, I have taken this. Reduce the given block diagram and find the transfer function. We have already done this problem. You can see what different rules we have applied. I hope you remember the rules. That slide is not with you right now, or with me right now. But just look at this. Let me just see if I can just open that block diagrams. It will be easy if that particular slide is with us. Yeah, I have it. So these are the different rules we have to refer while reducing the block diagrams. So look at this given question. You have R of S input, P of S output. ये जो block है in between, many the processing is involved. Some summing points are there, some gain values are given. We have to convert this particular bigger block diagram into a simple block like this. Okay, inside this the reduced term will come, and that is your transfer function. So coming to the given block, how will we start? This is already solved problem. You can see these two blocks are in series, these two are in parallel. So what I can do at the start, it is up to you which rule you want to apply first. So according to your convenience, you can solve it, no issues. So I have started with these two blocks, series connection, multiply, parallel connection, add them. So I have done that, series connection, I have multiplied. Remaining all I have drawn as it is. See here, two summing points are there. Then these two should be added. I have replaced with G2 plus G3. Then this will go, because when I am adding, this will go, and there is a takeoff point as it is. I have drawn, and H1 is after this. So from this, I have to draw an H1, and H2 is at the extreme takeoff point. So from the extreme takeoff point, I have to take H2. Remaining all terms as it is you have to draw. Only these series and parallel I have converted. I have given the reason also here. It would be better when you convert each time, when you reduce the block diagram each time, give the reasons or mention the terms, mention the rules which you are applying. It will be easy. The next step would be, I can go for this particular feedback reduction. You have a feedback loop here. Okay, there is a negative sign here. Negative or positive? I think it's a negative. I think it's a positive sign. That's why I have taken here negative. I have not mentioned. Take it positive. Okay, the positive feedback is given here. So applying the feedback loop, you eliminating the feedback loop. So this inside term will reduce to one block, and all other remaining terms same. R of S as it is. You have a summing point as it is. ये जो loop है, it will be reduced to one block, and ये जो है as it is, this takeoff point also as it is. So how will you reduce this? It is nothing but the forward gain. This is your feedback gain. So formula is forward gain will come into the numerator divided by, अगर आपका नेगेटिव फीडबैक है तो यहाँ पे प्लस आएगा, पॉजिटिव फीडबैक है तो माइनस आ गए. ओके, रिवर्स. तो यहाँ पे आई हैव टेकन नेगेटिव, इट मींस ये आपका पॉजिटिव फीडबैक है. So if a positive feedback is there, so 1 minus product of both these gains, forward gain and feedback gain, G1, G4 and H1. So ये जो भी feedback loop है, this will be eliminated by and replaced by a single block. Now further, which rule you can apply? These two blocks are in series. So if they are in series, I have to multiply. So I have multiplied that. Remaining all as it is. See, you have a C, you have a takeoff point and H2 as it is. सिर्फ ये जो दो blocks हैं, I have just taken the multiplication. After that, at the end, one more feedback loop is there here. I have to replace this feedback loop. How will you do this? Again, I have to use ये जो है, this bigger term. This is forward gain, and ये आपका feedback gain है. Formula says forward gain will come into the numerator divided by, ये positive feedback है, so minus sign will come. So ये जो भी है, the complete first block term will come into the numerator. Here the complete term I have written in the numerator divided by positive feedback है, so it will come as 1 minus multiplication of these two gains. So first gain is bigger term, ये जो भी है G1, G4, G3 plus G2, 1 minus G1, G4, H1. So this complete is one gain into H2. Okay, so don't do any mistakes while writing the terms, because you come across such bigger terms, you may get confused. Sometimes you miss out the terms, or बाय मिस्टेक न्यूमरेटर या डिनोमिनेटर एक्सचेंज कर दोगे आप. तो बी केयरफुल. फॉर योर सिंप्लिसिटी व्हाट यू कैन डू, assume this complete value as say x. Okay, so x and h2, x is your forward path gain, h2 is the feedback. तो आपका फॉर्मूला क्या होगा, फॉरवर्ड पाथ गेन डिवाइडेड बाय 1, ये पॉजिटिव फीडबैक है तो नेगेटिव आएगा x इंटू h2. ओके, बाद में आप x के बदले में इसको रिप्लेस कर दो. ओके, so this is your final expression. Further you can simplify this. I have written as it is. What you can do, in the denominator here, this complete denominator, let me just highlight it. You have LCM here, you can take it, multiply it here, this term minus this bigger term divided by 1 minus G1 G4 GH. ये जो 1 minus G1 G4 GH है, this term and this term, they get cancelled. You'll be left with this as numerator, G1 G4 into G3 plus G2 divided by ये जो आपने LCM लेके ये जो term आया है, that. Okay, further you can reduce this, no issue. So what I have done, ये जो complete block diagram है आपका, which has got many gain values, I have reduced it into a single block. You can see I have reduced it into a single block here, and inside this block whatever I write is your transfer function. So finding the transfer function means whatever is inside after reduction, this itself is your transfer function. Now hope you understood this problem. Let us take the second problem. Given R of S, you have a summing point here, you have a negative feedback here, this is also negative. Don't consider that always feedback ऐसे ही होगा. You can see यहाँ पर भी एक feedback है, you know, एक single line है, यहाँ से यहाँ पे आया है. You don't have any blocks means unity feedback है वो 1. And you have one more summing point, you have a negative feedback. So जितने भी 3 feedbacks हैं यहाँ पे, all 3 are negative feedback. So formula में आपको 1 plus आएगा. Okay, let us start. How should I start? Which part I should do first? It's up to you what you want to do. I have applied the elimination of the loop first. You can see यहाँ पर एक feedback path है. Okay, you have a feedback loop here. G2 is the forward gain, H2 is the feedback gain. So इसको अगर आप reduce करेंगे आप, तो numerator में आपका forward gain आएगा divided by 1, negative feedback है तो plus आएगा opposite, 1 plus G2 into H2. So you have converted this, eliminated this complete loop by and converted it to a single block. You have eliminated this loop and you have replaced it with a single block. Remaining all terms I have written as it is. You have adder, summing points are there, you have G1, then you have C of S. From यहाँ पे you have one feedback, so that feedback I have drawn. Then any other from this point, you have one more from this point as it is. So don't, when you convert, you know, when you apply any one rule, apply the rule only for that part. Remaining all terms, all blocks should be drawn as it is. Remember that. Okay, उसमें आप अगर थोड़ा भी change किए, if you just you know, do some mistake while drawing the remaining parts, complete problem will go wrong. So what I have done here, I have applied the rule only for this particular part, that I have reduced. Remaining all part, here remaining all part has to be drawn as it is. Fine. Now here I have given the reason also, eliminating the feedback loop H2. So H2 यहाँ पे आएगा, so eliminating the feedback loop H2. Then coming to the next, what else I can do? Can you just simply try what we can apply, which rule we can apply next time? So there are two possibilities again. First possibility is, यहाँ पर एक feedback path है, यहाँ पर भी एक feedback path है, so feedback elimination, that is one possibility. But whenever you want to try for feedback elimination, you have, you know, a common point here, a takeoff point. So without this, we can apply, but here you cannot directly apply it. So what would be the next better suitable rule which we can apply? Think of it. Can we use some other rule here? So the next better suitable rule can be moving the takeoff point. Moving the takeoff point, where to shift, either towards this or towards the other side. So the better thing would be if I shift this takeoff point after the block. Okay, if I do that, what convenience I will get? ये जो दो blocks है वो series में मिल जाएंगे. I can reduce further. Okay, so that's why the better rule that I can apply will be moving the takeoff point after the block. So that I have done here. Starting with R, this diagram, this summing point as it is. Even G is also as it is. After this, I have simply moved this point here. Okay, ये भी block मैंने ऐसे ही draw किया है as it is. Just ये जो take off point है, this I have drawn, I have shifted it ahead. After the block from here. So what the rule says? Let me show you. Moving a takeoff point after the block. So when you move a takeoff point after the block, see here it is before, you have to move it here. So if you move it, what new thing you have to add? In the path, ये जो भी आपका gain available है, उसका reciprocal आपको यहाँ पर और एक block introduce करना पड़ेगा. When you are taking this after the block, उस पाथ में जो भी गेन वैल्यू है उसका रेसिप्रोकल आपको इस पाथ में ऐड करना पड़ेगा. So coming to that, so if I shift, just a second, if I shift this takeoff point after the block, so what is the block I'm getting? This is the a bigger term, उसमें numerator भी है, denominator भी है. I am encountering this particular gain block. तो मुझे क्या करना है? If I shift this after the block, यहाँ से जो line आएगा यहाँ से, a new block will be introduced here, and what should be the inner content? The reciprocal of this 1 divided by. So I have done that. ये जो take off point के path में और एक block introduce होगा, that value is the reciprocal of this. And as it is, बाकी का क्या है? Take off point से earlier you had H1 also, तो वहां से आप continue करो H1. बाकी सब same. Even this also you have to draw as it is. Just what I have done, whenever I'm shifting this takeoff point after the block, जो भी gain value मुझे encounter होगा, okay, during this shifting, that values reciprocal I have to introduce here. ये जो takeoff point से जो line निकलेगा वहां पे I have to introduce a new block. So from the takeoff point, I have shifted after the block to introduce a new block here in the path along with H1. So इसका value क्या होगा? Reciprocal of this, जो भी आपको मिलेगा, reciprocal of that gain you have to take. So what is the reciprocal of this? 1 divided by G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2. So denominator of the denominator is here. This comes to numerator, G2 denominator में आएगा. So just आपको exchange करना पड़ेगा numerator and denominator. So the further what I can do, the next rule which I can apply, try to analyze. So I think at once I can apply two rules here together. See, these two I can apply. I have taken this product, they are in series. I have to take the multiplication. These two are also in series. I have to take the multiplication. So multiply the series blocks. I have given the reason. And after that, two feedbacks are there. There is one feedback loop here. There is one more feedback loop here. So पहले आप feedback loops को reduce करो. Whichever you want to take first. No issues. You can take this first. Let us take the upper one.